Hello everyone, this is Gitika Chawla from USPC Jain Public School, and today we are going to start next exercise 2.5 of chapter 2, fractions and decimals. In this exercise we'll discuss the topic decimal here. See here, first of all, what is decimal? Okay, I have taken example of 2.5 exercise. 2.5 I have taken here. Here this one point means decimal here. I'm going to say this one point shows the decimal point. It means 2 decimal 5. Again, 2.5 can be written as in the form of fraction in this way. See how? Here when we want to remove this decimal here, we write here 25 as it is. On the decimal place right here, and the denominator 1. We'll check how many digits are there after decimal. There is only one digit, so it will be 10 here with 1. It becomes 25 by 10. This is the representation of decimal in the form of fraction here. And now here in this exercise we'll start here question number 1, that which is greater. I mean to say we are going to compare the decimal numbers, that which one is greater. See here we are having 0.5 or 0.05, and we have to compare that which one is greater, 0.5 is greater or 0.05 is greater. So here first of all we will check and we will try to make them they are like decimals or not. What are the like decimals, you know? In here we will check that how many digits are there after decimal. See here there is only single digit, and here after in this decimal there are 2 digits after decimal. So we will try to make them equal. I mean to say we want here 2 digits after this decimal. Then it will become like decimals. So here in decimal we can insert 10 from our side to make it like. Here for example 0.05 we'll put here 10 after 5 from our side, so that it becomes 0.05. Mean to say there are two digits after decimals, you can say. Now they are like decimals. Now after making them like decimals, what we'll do, we will compare that which one is greater. See how? First of all we'll check how many digits are there before decimal. This is decimal, and there is 0 and 0. Both are having 0 before decimal, and both are same digits. So I mean to say we can't say that which one is greater. Then we'll move after decimals. I mean to say, see here after decimal there is 5, and here after decimal there is 0. It means 5 is greater than 0. Fine. And this means it shows that this one form 0.50 is greater than 0.05. It means here this one term is greater than this one term, means 0.5 is greater than 0.05. Same here, see next one step, I am having 0.7 and 0.05. Both are having 1 digits after decimal. See 0.7, it means only a 1 digit after decimal, and here 0.5 means only 1 digit after decimal here. So both are like decimals. Now we'll compare again. You can see here 0 and 0 both are the same digit before decimal, and after decimal there is 7, there is 5, and we know that 7 is greater than 5. So 0.7 is greater than 0.5. See the next step. See here there is 7 alone, and there is 0.7 here. Mean to say there is decimal and there is no decimal. So how we can write? We can also write it like 7.0. We can represent this one 7 in the form of decimal 7.0, because if I will simplify it again, it will become 7 again. So it can be written as 7.0, and we are going to compare it with 0.7. Now you can see here before decimal there is 7, here before decimal there is 0. It means 7 is greater than 0. So here 7.0 is greater than 0.7. See next step. There is 0.8, there is 0.88, 0.88 will speak here. You can see here both are not like decimals, so we can write here 0.80, and here it is 0.88 already. So what is our step? What we'll do here, we can write here in this form that we can compare it now. 0 0 both before the decimal they are the same, but here After decimal there is 8, and here again after decimal there is 8. Both are the same. We can't say anything about that which one is greater. Then we'll move to the next one. After digit, after the this one digit, it is 0 here, it is 8 here. Again here 8 is greater. So we can say that according 0.80, 0.88 is greater. So it means 0.88 is greater. So in this way you can do fifth part and sixth part of this sum. Then see here question number 2. What is saying here? Express as rupees using decimals. It means say what they want to get, that they want that we should convert these paise, which with the statement which is given to us in the form of paise, we will convert into rupees by using decimals. See here the very first one step is 7 paise. 7 paise and we will convert into rupees, and we know that there are 100 paise in 1 rupee. It means here if there are 100 paise in 1 rupee, then how many rupees are there in 1 paise? It means we'll take this 100 in the denominator of 1 rupee. It means 1 paise equals to 1 by 100 rupees. It means 1 paise equals to 1 by 100th part of rupees here. So see here 7 paise equals to rupees 7 multiply 1 by 100, because we had placed here the value of paise, 1 paise as 1 by 100. So write here rupees 7 into 1 by 100. Then we know that if we can cancel the numerator with denominator. If it is not possible, then we can't. So what we'll do here, we multiply 7 with 1, that is 7, because 7 ones are 7, divide by 100. And now what we'll do, we can't simplify them now. So what we'll do, we will convert into decimals. See how, as we have done in earlier classes when we have learned how to simplify the decimal numbers. See here there is 7 alone in the numerator, and there are 2 zeros with 1. So it means here after leaving 2 digits we will insert decimal. It means here when you want to put decimal there, we want total 2 digit after decimal. So what we'll do here, we are having already 7 one digit, we want one more digit there. So we'll put here 0 from our side. It means 0, 7. Then we'll put decimal there, and then we'll put again 0 before decimal. It means it becomes rupees 0.07 here. It means 7 paise equals to rupees 0.07. Then here see second part. What is saying here? Now express 7 rupees to 7 paise into rupees. It means we are having 7 rupees already, so we will not convert it. To whom we will convert? We will convert 7 paise here. So see here, write rupees 7 as it is, and we are going to convert 7 paise. So write here plus, and we know that 7 paise equals to rupees 7 by 100. It means here we were going to put the value of paise as rupees 1 by 100. It becomes rupees 7 multiply 1 by 100. Then again, as we have done in the previous part, we will do it. It becomes 7 by 10, rupees 7 as it with it. Then rupees 7 plus, when we simplify this one fraction into decimal form, it becomes rupees 0.07. We will insert here its value and we will add it. It becomes rupees 7.07. After addition of these terms, we'll get rupees 7.07, and this is the representation of these rupees and paise in the form of rupees only. And in this way you can simplify third, fourth and fifth part of this sum. Then see next question, question number 4. In this sum we will express here in kilograms. It means here you can see here the very first part is 200 grams and will convert into kilograms. Again here we know that there are 1000 grams in 1 kilogram. It means if 1000 grams equals to 1 kilogram, then 1 grams equals to 1 by 1000 kilograms. It means here we will take this 1000 to 1's denominator. It means 1 by 100 kilogram. Means 1 gram equals to 1 by 1000 kilogram. Then we can see here, that means here therefore 200 grams equals to 200. On the place of gram we write here 1 by 1000 kilogram. We will put here. It means here, now what we'll do, if we can solve it, we will solve it. See here, it is having 2 zeros, it is having 3 zeros here. So we can cancel 2 zeros with these 2 zeros. We will cancel it. it becomes then 2 ones are 2 divided by 10, because there is only 1 0 with 1 here, it becomes 10. It means 2 by 10 kilogram, and then again we can convert into decimal form, it becomes 0.2 kilogram. Then see here, next one part what is saying here, we are having 3470 grams and we have to convert into kilograms here. Again the same criteria will use here, that 1 grams equals to 1 by 1000 kilogram, and on this grams will insert here the value as 1 by 1000 kilogram. We'll put here, again we'll cancel 0 with it, that become 347 divided by 100, and again we will convert into decimal form. We can see here there are 2 digits after 1, so what will, there are 2 zeros after 1, it means here after leaving 2 digits we will insert decimal here, so it become 3.47 kilogram. Then see here, in this way you can do other parts of this sum, question number 4 here. Then let's start question number 5 here. Okay, before that we come to that which one is greater, and we express kilograms into grams, so grams into kilograms. Same here, rupees, we convert paise into rupees. Now we're going to expand these decimals into expanded form. See here, first of all I will clear to you that how we'll convert, how we will express this decimal. See how we represent on the number line, we can say that in the form of numbers. See here, this one is decimal here, and then with the left hand side of decimal, this is the left hand side, this is the right hand side. So with the number which is very close to the next to the decimal, on the left hand side it is known as ones, it is tens, it is hundreds, it is thousands. In this way we will move, like 10,000 and lakhs and 10 lakhs, which were on the numbers which are on the left hand side of the decimal, and the number which are on the right side of the decimal, those are known as tens. There is no ones, there is only tens. Then hundreds, we can write here 1 by 10, 1 by 100, because it is hundredth, so 1 by 100. Then thousands, so 1 by 1000 here. And these are on the right hand side of the decimal here. And now today I'll explain to you that how we'll explain this following decimal numbers into expanded form. See here, I'm having 20.03. It means here 20 point, just remember one thing, that when we'll speak this one decimal, I speak like this, 20.03. 2.034, no 2.034, it will be wrong. Speak at 2.034. We'll speak separate digits after decimal. See now, see how to expand it. It is 20.03. So see here, 20 is on its tens place, so right here 2, we can check also. See here decimal, and it is the left hand side, and there is only 1 digit after 2, so right here 2 multiply 10. Or you can see here it is ones, it is 10, so it is 2 multiply 10. Then plus 0, 0 is on its ones place, so 0 multiply 1. Then plus, it is decimal here, right here plus. Then after decimal on the right hand side, there is 0, it is on 10th, see it's on 10th place, so it is 0 multiply 1 by 10th. Then it is 3 here, 0.03, so it is on second place, and on the right side of the decimal there is hundredth, so it is, we'll write here in this form, plus 3 multiply 1 by hundredth. Same here, we can see here it is 2.034, and 2 is the very first one digit on the left hand side of decimal. We write here 2 multiply 1, it means 2 ones. Then plus, after decimal on the right hand side there is 0, so 0 multiply 1 by 10th. Then there is 3, so plus, don't forget to write plus sign in between the digit when going to express in the form of expanded form of the decimals now. Plus, it is 3 here, 3 multiply, it is on second position, 3 multiply 1 by 100. Then plus 4, it is on third position, so it is 4 multiply 1 by 1000. In this way you can expand further. Whenever how many numbers are there, you can expand it. In this way you can simplify its second part, its third part yourself.